Hi everyone, today we're doing lesson 5.3b. We're going to continue to explore slope-intercept form of linear equations. Our goal today is to write the equation of a line in slope-intercept form from a graph, and then also graph an equation in slope-intercept form. So what do we need to determine the equation of a line? Well, we need to know our slope and our y-intercept. We have slope-intercept form. So let's take a look at this. Well, first of all, can we find my slope on this line? Well, we can draw my slope triangle here. I might do a different color. I have two reds going here, but let's see. My rise is 1, 2, 3. And my run is 1, 2. So my slope is 3 over 2. And my y-intercept is right here. It's crossing the y-axis at -3. So from that, I can easily write my equation of a line because y equals, remember my m is my slope, 3 over 2. That's 3 now, it almost was 2. 3 over 2 x, and we already said my y-intercept is -3. There's my equation. Pretty easy, huh? Let's try again. First, let's find my slope. All I need are 2 points along my line. I could use these two. I could use these two. I could use these two. I could use from this one all the way up to this one. I'm going to do these two because it is easy. So I'm going down 2 and over 1. So my slope is negative. You can see this is a negative slope. -2 over 1, which is just -2. Which means if I keep going down this line, I'll go down 1, 2, over 1, down 1, 2, over 1. Or left 1, up 1, 2, left 1, up 1, 2. Depends on how you think about it. And my y-intercept is right here. It's where my line crosses the y-axis, and that is at 5. So my equation for this line is y equals -2x, because my slope is -2, and my y-intercept is positive 5. So y equals -2x plus 5. Third example, well, what do I know about this? What is my slope? What is my y-intercept? If I have a line that goes this, I am not rising at all. This is a slope of 0. My y-intercept is right here at -4. So if you think about this, I would have y equals 0x minus 4. But 0 times anything will just be 0. So a more simplified way of writing this is just y equals -4. And it really doesn't matter what x is. When x is -10, y is -4. When x is 6, y is -4. When x is -4, y is -4. Doesn't matter. What number I put in for x, I will always get -4. Okay. Do you remember what you learned about graphing a linear equation in chapter 4? Well, we did some of these. We plugged in some numbers, if you remember. We would do like 0, 1, 2, and we do 3 times 0 is 0, minus 4 is -4. 3 times 1 is 3, minus 4 is -1. 3 times 2 is 6, minus 4 is 2. Then we would graph these points, 0, -4, 1, negative 1. It's kind of a weird place for that. It's kind of hard to see. And 2, positive 2. And we had a nice straight line. Now that we have that, you should be able to see that from that table and from that here, now we know this is my slope. And you can see that. What, I'm going to change colors. 1, 2, 3 over 1. 1, 2, 3 over 1. There's my slope. You can find that right there. It's right here. And my y-intercept is right here, negative 4. Negative 4. See, it all ties together. Now let's do the same one in a different way. How can I graph this without making a table first? Well, we know looking at this that my y-intercept is negative 2. That means I'm going to put a dot right on negative 2. We also know that my slope is 3/4, which we know is rise over run, which means from here I would rise up 1, 2, 3 and run 1, 2, 3, 4. Put a dot there. Rise up 1, 2, 3 and run. I can't go 4, but I can go down 1, 2, 3 and run to the left 1, 2, 3, 4. And I will have my nice straight line. If I had a straight edge that I could draw with, there would be a nice straighter line, but I don't. Isn't that easier than making a table? Let's try another one. Oh, but I got a problem here. I do not have this in slope-intercept form. I'm going to have to put this in slope-intercept form first. So first I'm going to subtract 6x from both sides. So I have 2y equals negative 6x plus 8. I'm going to divide everything by 2. And I get y equals negative 3x plus 4. So in this case, my slope is negative 3. My y-intercept is 4. So I can put my first point on my y-intercept, which is 4. I have a negative slope, so I'm going to go down 1, 2, 3 over 1. Down 1, 2, 3 over 1. If I wanted to make another one, I could. And connect my points. I have a nice steep line there. And it's a negative slope. This one very similar. I have subtract 5x from both sides. So I have 2y equals negative 5x plus 6. And see again, I already have a negative slope. I can see that. Divide by 2, divide by 2, and divide by 2. So y will equal negative 5 over 2x And 6 divided by 2 is positive 3. My slope is negative 5 over 2. So down 5, 2 to the right, or up 5, 2 to the left. My y-intercept is 3. So starting at 3, I don't think I can go up 5. It'll go off my screen. I'm going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and go 2 to the right. 1, 2. And I don't, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can go one more. So I have 3 points. I only need 2 to make a line, but I kind of like to have 3 to make sure that I'm on the right track. And it's very wobbly there at the end, but you get the idea. That is my line. Okay, I just have not many left to go. This may be my last one. Subtract x, subtract x. I have negative 3y equals negative, and remember that's 1x, plus 15. I only put that 1 there because I know I'm going to be dividing. And I'm dividing everything by negative 3. And I get y equals a negative over a negative will make that a positive 1/3 x, and 15 divided by negative 3 will give me a negative 5. So my slope is a positive 1/3, and my y-intercept is negative 5. So I'll start at my negative 5, put a dot there, rise 1, run 1, 2, 3. Rise 1, run 1, 2, 3. I have a positive slope this time. It's pretty flat. Oh, I guess we've already done one similar to this. When I don't see an x, you can think about this as having 0x plus 5. My y-intercept is 5, but I have no slope. My slope is 0. So this is a nice horizontal line. Doesn't matter what x is, y will always be 5. What about x equals negative 3? This isn't even in slope-intercept form because I don't have a y. But all this is saying is it doesn't matter. I don't really have a slope. My slope here is actually undefined. I don't have a slope. And I also will not have a y-intercept. It says that whatever, it doesn't matter what y is, x is always negative 3. This is a vertical line. It is not a function. It doesn't pass the vertical line test. It does not have a y-intercept because it will never cross the y-axis. And my slope is undefined. Just wanted you to see what this equation would look like, though. It's x equals negative 3. So here's our steps for graphing an equation in slope-intercept form. First, you want to get it into slope-intercept form if it's not already. Plot the y-intercept, and then make additional points using the slope. That's it. Have a great day.